Royal Caribbean Cruises stock, RCL. Should you buy the low or forget about it? Today I'm going to answer actually one of our PIG members' questions. She asked this yesterday in our Premium Investors Club, and we actually had a great deal of analysis about this stock along with a lot of other stocks and financial assets during this uncertain times. But this one was a stock that I really wanted to share with you guys as well, because I believe is a question that is in the minds of so many people. We've been talking about buying the dip, looking for a bottom, and really taking advantage of a recession once the coronavirus is gone so that we come out of this stronger than ever. These are uncertain times. We don't know what's going to happen to our health, what's going to happen to our economy. Are we even going to be alive? If we are going to be alive, are we going to be able to even live? So my goal with the Invest Diva movement has switched to really ensuring that everybody gets out of this healthy and wealthy. We are staying home, we're not going out, we're doing our part. And I really would love to hear that you are doing the same. And in the meantime, we are on the mission to making the most out of the recession. We are creating new income streams so that we have the funds to start investing once the markets bottom out. Now, Royal Caribbean Cruises is a stock that has taken one of the biggest hits because, of course, along with other cruises, because of course of how one of the cruises had people stuck in it with the coronavirus really breaking out, and a lot of people catching it, and it was a really, really unfortunate tragedy. Now, we want to see that if the cruises in general are going to be able to bounce back or not. Before I get started, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever been on a cruise? And are you considering to go on a cruise once this is over? My name is Kiana Danial. I'm the founder of the Invest Diva movement. You may have heard of me or seen me on media like Time, Forbes, Fox Business, CNN, and so on and so forth. I've written 3 books on investing and trading, and my mission is to help moms and parents to take control of their financial future. I create videos every single day, so make sure that you're subscribed to my new YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the Royal Caribbean Cruises stock. All right, let's take a look at the Royal Caribbean Cruises stock, RCL, on the daily chart. This is one of almost 20 financial assets that are covered during today's Premium Investing Group, or PIG, meeting. It was one of the questions that one of our members asked, actually, and I covered this along with other cruises, airlines, and assets that we're actually looking into investing. So one thing that I would definitely, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm only going to ask you a question. Right? So the question is that once this is over, once the COVID-19 is gone and everybody is safe and you're out of it and you have money and you're back with a job and you have a job, will you consider going on a cruise again? The first time we went on a cruise was actually this year in January. My husband and my daughter, we went on a cruise. It was actually for ClickFunnels, 2 Comma Club members get together. We had a ton of fun. It was amazing. And we were just adamant, like, oh my God, we're going to do this over and over again. This is so much fun. And we couldn't wait. We were like, oh my God, my daughter is 2. It was like, oh my God, she was so little. Just imagine if we go on a cruise when she's 4 or 5, she could enjoy this, she could enjoy that. So there is no question that cruises are fun and they're affordable and you get to see different places and there's so much you can do. It's like a city, right? But on the other hand, you are trapped. You are trapped in a vessel. And of course, Royal Caribbean, from what I hear, is the only one of the cruises that has never had an outbreak inside it, but maybe they just lucked out. So the question really is, whereas a lot of the industries like airlines could actually bounce back. We have talked about Disney, like so many different industries that are taking a hit right now and may or may not be able to bounce back up. Royal Caribbean is one that I am a little bit cautious, right? Unless they come out And I mean, as much as I love cruises, unless they come out with a plan telling us exactly what they're going to do to prevent something like this happening again, I would probably not feel comfortable, at least in an immediate time. Like once COVID-19 is gone and there is a cure and we're fine and the epidemic is gone, a year from now, imagine yourself. Do you think you're still going to be a little bit shaky from this whole thing? We're in lockdown. We cannot even go out. Are you going to be feeling comfortable taking your kids on a cruise? So once you answer that question, I mean, this really is personal and I cannot answer that for you. And that really is going to determine whether or not Royal Caribbean's or any other cruise is going to be able to be back on business, right? Because other than that, I mean, cruises were awesome and this would have been an interesting investment opportunity, but things have changed. Things have definitely changed, right? Now, if you think about this and you say, hey, I mean, maybe I won't go, but I know other people that won't care, and I know other people who don't even think that this pandemic is real and they're not taking it seriously, there are still going to be people who are going to go on cruises. In that case, then you know what? Its stock price has gotten so cheap that, I mean, even if you buy just a few of it may not be the end of the world, right? And one thing that I always take a look at is whether or not they pay dividend. They actually pay an amazing dividend, 11%. But keep in mind that something like what happened to GE might happen to them. They may, if the government don't bail them out, they may have to do something like what GE did, which is slashing their dividends, which kind of defeats the purpose of investing in the stock if you're going in for the dividend payments, right? And I know that today on Tuesday, we had a little bit of a jump because the government was talking about the stimulus and everything. So this has become some sort of a pattern. On Mondays, we have a Black Monday. The markets drop like crazy. And then on Tuesdays, they bounce back up. For medium short-term traders, this actually it feels like it's a trend. You can basically sell on Monday and buy, or actually, if you want to go the other way around, you can buy Monday nights when the prices drop, and then sell on Tuesdays when the markets jump. So I'm not concerned about this jump on Tuesday today and this bounce back up. I do believe that we have yet to see the bottom. It is a very risky business of trying and really timing the bottom, but what we have been doing is setting buy limit orders at these prices. Personally, again, for me, I'm a little bit more on a medium risk tolerance. So, and Royal Caribbean is not going to be a priority for my portfolio. So if I am going to add it to my portfolio, I probably would add a buy limit order at around 5.68. And we'll see where that goes from there. There are so many other opportunities right now other than Royal Caribbean that you can think of. There are short-term, medium-term, and long-term strategies that you can engage in. We have been discussing them in detail in the Premium Investing Group. And I know that we have actually closed the Premium Investing Group application in the past 6 months. Only people who go through the Make Your Money Work For You Power course can get into the Premium Investing Group. But I've been getting so many emails from you guys wanting to get to my strategies. So I'm thinking of bringing back enrollments for the PIG just to help those in need out so that you can get your hands on my strategies as well. I'm not, I have to put a disclaimer over here. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm only sharing my opinion on my decades of experience in the markets. And it's not only stocks. We talk about ETFs, we talk about cryptocurrencies and everything else that can help you get out of this, hopefully, and me, my portfolio, my dad's portfolio, my husband's and my sister's portfolio as well. So those are the stuff that I share in the Premium Investing Group, but you should only invest the money that you can afford to lose. I cannot stress this enough. It is more important than ever to have an emergency fund. If you've lost your job, I actually have plans for you. I'm working with Russell Brunson to help you create money, basically. Because as you know, the one key to wealth, the true key to wealth, is having multiple income streams. And the only reason why I'm so worried about so many different things, but the only thing that I'm not worried about is money, because I have multiple income streams. One side of my business could take a hit, but I know other things that are working for me. My portfolio is taking a hit, but I know that I have my emergency fund. So that is what I want to actually add for you guys. For those of you who've lost your job or are uncertain about what's going to happen after this epidemic, I want to show you how you can actually add an additional income stream online through royalties. So if you're not on my list, definitely go ahead and click on the link below. It's learn.investdiva.com/yes. Attend my masterclass. I have a free masterclass for you guys to just see what exactly it is that I do. And that will also get you subscribed to my mailing list, so that when I roll these things out, when I roll the PIG offer out, when I roll the Russell Brunson ClickFunnels royalties program out, you are on it. And you can actually take advantage of it. If you're home and you don't know what to do, there are so many things that you can take advantage of, and actually look at this as an opportunity and as a reset. I know that times are uncertain, but there are ways to get around it and still be hopeful and strong and moving forward and really living our life to the maximum, because really we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. The best that we can do is to live our lives to the fullest. And right now, the only way we can do it is from home, from our screens and the computer. Thank you so much for joining me today and sticking with me until the very end. I hope to see you in the next video. So make sure that you click on the subscribe button, like this video, comment, and let me know what you're doing during this lockdown. And I'll see you again in tomorrow's video.